Okay, so I think I mentioned on my last video that one of the projects I wanted to get on with was a belt grinder, one of the 2-inch ones like the knife grinders use and things. So I've started ordering bits and pieces, and I've been all over the internet searching for ideas to get some inspiration, because there's so many different types out there. There's ones made out of box section, there's no weld ones, there's ones that are just bits of flat iron bolted together. Oh, the permutations are just fantastic. There's all sorts of ideas, but I came up with what I think could be quite a good idea. I like the idea of the ones with the solid sides, with sort of like laser cut or plasma cut, whatever, cut sides. So that's the sort of design I'm going to go for. Now I don't want you to all go, oh, we won't be able to make it because it's all laser cut. Well, I'm going to do the same as I did with the guillotine tool. Once it's up and all running and I know it all works, I'll just put the plans up for you to download yourself, so you can just send them off to your laser cutter. Bob's your uncle, done. So most of my projects, as you know, are hit and miss. I just get on and do it, but a couple of exceptions are the guillotine tool, the Farrier's vise, and now this one, where I actually plan it, sit down, design it, order bits and pieces, draw it out, and get it all cut and hopefully put together, and it'll work. So what else have I done so far? I've got the motor. That was I had to do a bit of work on it. It came sort of mounted on a steel box, so all the gubbins was inside the box, and the motor was mounted on top of the box. And I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to mount it very easily, so I wasn't too happy about it. But then it became apparent that I could actually take the feet off, take the whole lot off, turn it upside down, put the feet back on underneath, and then mount it. So that's what I've done away with the steel box. Don't know why it was there, whether it was in a somewhere where there was lots of contamination or what, I don't know. Anyway, it's now sorted. I've ordered the the motor is actually a 2 horsepower 2800 rev single phase motor, which I think will do the trick. And I went online and there's a little tool on there to work out pulleys sizes and speeds and feet per minute and all this nonsense. So I've ordered the drive wheel because the motor hasn't got a keyway, which most of the drive wheels on offer had. So I've ordered one specially without keyway but with grub screws to go onto the flat instead of a keyway. I will probably see how it runs, but I'll probably fill up the gaps down the side of the flat once it's all tightened up and running, just to try and do away with any vibration that there might come from any imbalance. Anyway, that's a long way away. What else have I done? The pulley will probably be about 3 weeks, and then once that's done I'll get him to send the small wheels as well, the 2-inch wheels. I've ordered the steel that goes to hold the platen and the rest. I wanted to go for solid, but I didn't want to go for steel because I thought it's just going to be way too heavy, so I've gone for aluminium. So I've got some 1.5 inch aluminium section. That arrived today, and I couldn't finish my plans because I wanted to know exactly how big a bit of 1.5 inch aluminium is, and whether it's square or whether it's got rounded corners, whatever. And it's nice and square. It is exactly 1.5 inch, which is about 38.1 mil. And the reason I went for 1.5 inch was because it was cheaper. I don't know whether someone's got offcuts or what do you call it? New old stock, some old stock kicking about. But anyway, it was cheaper than the 40 mil, which we normally get over here, the metric. So that's arrived. So I've got the motor, I've got the wheels on order, I've got the bar for the platen and stuff. So what I did, I drew it out full size, because belts you can get I wanted to use with it are, I think they're 1325 or 1350 or 1830 and 2000. So I wanted to try and make sure that at least one or some of those sizes was going to fit. So I've drawn it out full size before we've gone to the CAD. So now I can finish the CAD drawing off because this 1.5 come. So let's go down and have a little look at the full size drawing, and I can try and explain, you'll see obviously straight away, what it's all about. And then we'll have a little look at it on the CAD. Let's go and have a look. It's downstairs because I haven't got any room in this office. Okay, so let's hope you can actually see this. It doesn't show up very well on this camera. I think you can probably sort of see the gist of it. This is going to be the bottom, obviously. It's, I can't even remember how tall it is now. I think it's about 250, 275 high, 300 to there, and then 200 to the end. So overall it's 500 long. So it's sort of fairly self-explanatory. The bars are going to run inside here, 2 of them, one at the top, one underneath. I'm going to have some 12mm flat in here, but these are all bolts going to be bolted together. So it'll be 12mm flat. I'm going to go about 38.5mm wide, top there, and then another one. I haven't put the drawn in the bolts yet, but another something that will go right the way through to about here, because one side, this side, this is one side where the motor is going to bolt to. The other side of it is only going to come to about there. So this side and the other one will bolt together, but this back piece will be on its own. The motor will be bolted through those holes and to the floor, and then this will be probably be welded to the base plate as well. That's the theory. So I've worked out that the motor is going to come through about there. So what I did to work out exactly what size I needed, I printed and cut out some sizes, or things the right size. So we've got, that's the size of the drive wheel, so that goes there. Then we've got, I'm missing one, don't know where the other one's gone. We've got one that's going to go up here somewhere, not exactly sure where. That's the tracking wheel. Oh no, there it is. And then we've got these two, I can get the hold of the other one, which will go out of the way a bit to represent the platen. It's part of it. So that's how I laid them out, and then to work it out I just simply marked on a piece of string where certain lengths were and ran it round to see if it would fit. So let me just put the camera down for a second and I'll see if I can lay it out and let you have a bit of an idea. Okay, so something like that is how I laid it out, and that is with the platen quite close to the main body. It will go in a little bit more because this first mark there really needs to join up to there, so it will have to go in a little more, and obviously we can pull this one down. This can come down almost to sort of the body, so we'll gain a bit there, and that is the shortest one. Then the next mark, which is here, is the next longest, which must be the 1830 or whatever it is. That'll be the 15 whatever, that'll be the 18 whatever, and then this one, final one, is the 2 metre or 2000, which is the what's it, 7 foot, no, 70, I don't know, anyway, 2 metres. So that's how I worked out that it would sort of come together, because once I've got enough, I bought enough bar to do, well, I bought a metre, so that's only just over, that's about what did I say, 300, which is a foot. So I've got plenty, so I can bring this right out if necessary to accommodate the longer belts. But having said that, I want to try and get it so that it will use standard belts, so that if I do put the plans up, anyone can use it, anyone can use the belts. However, for my personal use, we do have a company here that will make up any length of belt you want, at no extra charge from the standard. So I'm not 100% worried if it's works or not, but I would like to get it so that standard belts will fit. So anyway, that's as far as I got with the actual drawing. So let's go and have a look how it transferred to a CAD program. And so it's not finished because I was waiting for this this other bar, but I can hopefully now finish it tonight. Okay, so that's the basic side, how that's translated into or onto a CAD program. As I say, I've still got to put the lines in here of bolts. I've done it on the bottom, and I've just realised that my initials is going to be back to front, because this side is actually going to be the other seen from the other side, so I'm going to have to change that, but that won't be a problem. Then there is the other bit. Let's have a look at some of the other bits, what we got. That's what I've done for the platen piece so far. That'll probably be it. That'll stay like that. I think that's probably all I need to do on that. What else have I done? Base bracket, what's that? Oh yeah, that's for underneath. I don't know if this is going to work, but that's for underneath the tool rest, so that you can move the tool rest in different angles. And then the rest itself, which, well, it's pretty obvious. It's just going to, that little cut out there for around the belt, so that you've got a little bit of side, to rest on. So that's how it's all come out so far on the CAD. So now I've got the sizes of the materials, I can actually finish this off tonight hopefully and get it sent off to the laser cutters within the next few days. So hopefully by the end of, no, perhaps not the end of this week, but maybe middle to end of next week, I'll have all the bits back and we can start putting it together. In the meantime, I'm hoping that I'll be able to make up some other bits. So this is part one. Stay tuned, and this, I don't know how many parts this is going to be, but I'm hoping it's going to be quite a good project. So anyway, thanks for watching, and catch up on the next part.